What is going on, guys? It's your boy Tam Fam, and welcome to Outside of the Classroom. We have a great video today. I just read a book called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, and it teaches us how to overcome any obstacle in your life. And I want to summarize all the key points and share with you all today. So we all face obstacles in our life, whether it's your size, lack of money, clothes, the color of your skin. Is it fear? Maybe it's uncertainty. Maybe it's inexperience on that new promotion you want to get. Maybe people don't take you seriously. Maybe you're too old. Maybe you lack support. Maybe laws and regulations restrict your opinions. Or you have false goals. Whatever obstacle you have, they're obstacles. We get it. But think about all the people that came before you. Just take a second. Like the athletes who were too small, the dropouts, the dyslexic, the pilots whose eyesight wasn't good enough, dreamers ahead of their time, or those who came from nothing to millionaires like Oprah. What happened to them? How did they put all these obstacles in their life? How did they become from nothing to something? And how did they get over it? So we're going to dive into how to turn these obstacles into opportunities. And now that we have all the corny stuff out of the way, I want to dive on into the the 3-step formula on how to overcome any obstacle. So let's go in. The first step is perception. The second step is action. And the third step is will. It's a very simple process, but it's not easy. Very far from it. So let's dive into the first step, perception. You first must change the way you view obstacles in your life. So I hear people today complain to me all the time, like, I can't find a job. I just went through 4 years of college. Or another person might say, I applied to 10 different companies and none of them called me back. Why me? Why does the world hate me? And do you think this person with that attitude is going to get that job? Change your perception and change that mindset. This person can ask themselves, okay, I went to college with a degree in business. How are other graduates finding jobs? What can I learn from them? So instead of complaining about no one's calling you back, you can say, okay, I applied to 10 different companies and none of them called me back. Why? Is it my resume? Is it a bad time for hiring? Can I apply to 10 different other companies using more creative methods? What is wrong? And the third one can be, okay, I realize I'm not succeeding in my job search. Who can I reach out to for help? What can I do to get better? You see, you are in control of how you view obstacles. Perspective is everything. And above all else, I want to remain calm. You have to learn to control your emotions. And when people panic, people make mistakes. And instead of thinking clearly and methodically, people are simply reacting. I was on stage recently doing a speech for about 150 different high school students. And my mic went off. It didn't work. And a normal person would freak out and say, oh, my mic doesn't work. People won't be able to hear me. Shit. Like, my speech is ruined. My audience won't resonate with my message. Like, all these different fears people will get automatically. But when I saw that as an opportunity. I saw that mic as an opportunity to use both of my hands to really convey my emotions. I saw this opportunity to not having to worry about speaking into the mic and just having my head flow out wherever I wanted to. I saw it as an opportunity to just speak and get really close and personal with the audience. And people might think that having the microphone is a crutch, but I saw it as a way to project my voice and really make a stand for myself. So it's how you view these obstacles and how can you turn them into opportunities. And you have the decision to view obstacles the way they are, and you have the ability to remain calm and act rationally. And there's so much more stuff inside the book, but in every situation, I want to sum it up. We must try to be objective, to control emotions, to choose to see the good in a situation, to steady our nerves, to ignore what disturbs or limits us, to place things in perspective, to revert to the present moment, and to focus on what can be controlled. Very powerful stuff. So step number 2 is action. In life, it doesn't matter what happens to you or where you came from. It only matters how you play your cards. And the only way you do something spectacular is by using it all to your advantage. So the first step to overcoming any obstacle is just to start. Get up and stay moving. Thomas Edison wasn't the only person experimenting with the light bulb, but he was the only man willing to test 6,000 different filaments. He didn't see his failures as a bad thing. He saw them as another way to not make a light bulb. So too many people think victories like Edison came from pure genius, but it was in fact the slow pressure repeated over and over and over again, the elimination of so many different options, and slowly and surely churned the solution to the top of the pile. And I want to talk about following the process. It says, okay, you've got to do something very difficult. Instead of focusing on that one difficult task, let's break it down into small chunks. And how can we accomplish those smaller goals? Like for example, the Golden State Warriors, their goal is to win the NBA championships. But when they're in the first round, they're not focused on winning that ring. They're focused on that current game, winning one game at a time. And anyone who plays sports knows this. It's not about thinking about how to guard LeBron James in the finals. It's about how can we beat the Clippers? How can we beat the Rockets? You have to start where you are right now. So focus on that single step, and that staircase will surely unveil itself later on. And then when you want to go back to working out, people will come back to the workout room and they say, I want to bench 250 pounds. Like, dude, do 10 push-ups, then do 20, then maybe even bench the bar. You can't just go in and think that you can go from here to the top really fast. It doesn't work like that. It takes a lot of hard work that most people don't recognize. So start and keep moving. Greet your obstacles with energy, with persistence, with a coherent and deliberate process, with iteration and resilience, with pragmatism, with strategic vision, with craftiness and savvy, and an eye for opportunity. And the last step is will. Abraham Lincoln, for example, in Ryan's book, he mentions about Abraham Lincoln battling depression all of his life, growing up in poverty, losing his mom, educating himself, losing several times in ballots while running for politics, all gave Lincoln the strength, the endurance to face even greater challenges. So because all of those failures and struggles happened, that made him even a stronger person and a stronger leader, because great leadership requires determination at the worst times possible. Because of what Lincoln has gone through and what he's learned to cope in his own life, he was able to lead. So will gives us ultimate strength, as in the strength to endure, contextualize, and derive meaning from the obstacles we cannot overcome. So whenever you think about any obstacle in your life, you have to have that will that Lincoln did. That all these struggles and failures make you and shape you into a better and stronger individual. So in every situation, we can always prepare ourselves for more difficult times, always accept what we're unable to change, always manage our expectations, always persevere, always learn to love our fate and what happens to us, always protect our inner selves, retreat into ourselves, always submit to a greater and larger cause, always remind ourselves of our own mortality. So, in conclusion, step number 1 to overcoming any obstacle is perception. Choose to see obstacles as opportunities to succeed. And step number 2 is action. Get started, take action, and keep on moving. And step number 3 is will. Turn your weaknesses into strengths to overcome any obstacle. I only touched the surface of this amazing book by Ryan Holiday. I would highly recommend everybody to check this out. And I mean everybody in a literal way, because everyone faces obstacles in their lives. And this book just gives you so much more clarity on how to approach these obstacles and how to actually overcome it. So I hope this was helpful. For more content like this and blog posts and the podcast, go to www.outsideoftheclassroom.com for all the bonus content. And if you click on the link below in the description, we'll give you a free resource on how to find your passions from some of the best entrepreneurs in the game. So it's your boy Tam Fam signing off. Thanks for watching.